Guys, the time is 8:05. Okay, I will start the session. So guys, first of all, I am Pavan Kumar. So total I have 10 years into IT experience. Out of 10 years, I have 6 years into big data, Hadoop and Spark technologies. Okay. So currently I am working in one leading software company in Hyderabad, working as a team lead. Am I audible now? Bhargav, am I audible now? Hello. Guys, everyone is audible or not? Can you please let me know once? Rahul Kulkarni, yes. Bhargav, yes. Okay, what about remaining two people, Manish and Tulasi? Are you guys are able to hear my voice? Can you please respond through chat? Yeah, Manisham is yes. Okay, okay, okay. So, so guys, so first of all, I'm starting with the data. So can anyone give me the, I mean to say the exact definition of data? Anyone knows what is data? It's a very simple. I want a simple definition. Piece of information. Yes, basically data is an information. But nowadays, data we call it as a currency. But we call it as currency. Why we call it as currency? I will give few examples, guys. I will give few examples. Example one. Suppose for example you guys are suppose for example today 4:45 p.m. IST you have booked a ticket for a Saho movie using a book my show app. By using book my show app, and show time is 4:45 p.m. Suppose for example you guys are in Hyderabad, so we have a lot of multiplexes are available in Hyderabad, Forum Mall, in Orbit Mall. There are so many multiplexes are available in Hyderabad. Suppose for example by 4:30 p.m. you have reached to that particular multiplex and you have done your parking. After that you can enter 4:35, you have entered into your, first of all, one security check is done. After that you have entered into fourth floor or fifth floor or sixth floor, because screens are available in topmost floor, right? So once you have entered into that particular, I mean to say, fourth floor or fifth floor, again one more security check is done before entering into that particular screens. One more security check is done. After security check is completed, few people are came to your place and they will offer one form. I don't know how many people are observed in that form. So total four fields are there. First one is name, second one is your address, third one is your email ID, and fourth one is your contact number. How many people are observed this? I don't know how many observed this in that form. I don't know how many people are filled this form. I don't know how many have experienced. So once you have filled this form, again you can give it back to that form to those who are offered to you, and immediately you can enter into your screen number 4, screen number 5, or screen number 6. But after 15 days or 20 days or 30 days, immediately got a call from ICICI Bank, but you don't have any account in ICICI Bank. You don't have any savings account. You don't have any salary account. You don't have any credit card account. You don't have any home loan, personal loan, car loan, demat account. Nothing is available in nothing. You are not maintaining anything in your ICICI Bank. But suddenly they got you got a call from ICICI Bank. They said we are offering a lifetime credit card for you. We are offering lifetime credit card for you. How they know your number? That is the first one. That is the first example. Second example is in Hyderabad, for big data, Hadoop and Spark. Total 5 top institutes are there. But you have just contact to only the top 2 to 3 institutes, but still you got a mail or message or call from the remaining 2 institutes also. How they know your number, right? So whenever you can fill that particular form in the multiplexes, what you are providing, you are providing your data, your information, your personal information you are providing, you are sharing. Am I right or not? Simply they can sell that data and they got amount. What is we call it as that amount, we call it as currency. Am I right or not? Why they are getting money? Because of they are selling your data. So that's why nowadays data is a currency. This is second example. I will give third example. Those who are having more data, they are billionaires. They are billionaires and millionaires nowadays. Can you please tell me those who are having more data? Amazon is having more data. Am I right or not? Flipkart is having more data. Paytm have more data. Swiggy app, Ola app, Uber app. These are all Zomato app. So why they are having more data? Why they are maintaining more data? Because of if you want to create any account in Swiggy, first you need to register it. Either you can share your mobile number or you can share your I mean to say your email id. Anything you should provide, either mobile number or email id. And once that is completed, your personal information also. Suppose for example, by using Amazon you have a, transaction. Suppose for example, you have ordered one item, you have done one transaction. But once that transaction is completed, before the transaction you need to provide your home address. Am I right or not? There you are providing whether you are male or not, your date of birth, your account numbers, all are registered there. So they are maintaining lots of data. They are maintaining there are maintaining lots of data. So that's why in the recent Forbes list, Amazon is the world richest person. Okay. So those who are having more data, they are millionaires and billionaires. Up to this point everyone is clear, or any questions? Okay, guys, if you are having any questions, immediately you can send a message in the chat. Okay, now next one, I will give few more examples about data. After 1970s, the data is much more, very very less data. It is in the form of kb. What is the full form of kb? It's a kilobytes. Am I right or not? Every data we have to do two things. First one is processing and second one is storage. Suppose for example, I will give one, guys, 1 minute. Okay, suppose for example you guys are studying fourth year btech. So in your college for fourth year btech, csc, that is nothing but computer science, csc 3 total, three sections are available. Three sections, a comma b comma c sections are available. So in those three sections, total 180 students. Each section contains 60 students. Total how many students are there? 180 students are there. For this 180 students data, where how we need to process and how we need to store? By using excel sheets. By using excel sheets. In this excel sheets, how we are processing the data? It's very simple. Sorry, first we need to store the data: student id, student name, student's father's name, student address, and how much they are paying. All 180 students are paid in the month of June. How is the total amount of the fees is 60,000. So they have paid in the month of June. Every month all 180 people are paid only 30,000. The remaining people, I mean to say the remaining amount they will pay in the month of August. So the summation of all the 180 into I mean to say 30,000, that is called it as processing. And again we can store the data into Excel sheets only. Okay, because of the data is very very less. After 1980s, the data is much more bigger. It is in the form of MBs. How we can process the data? For processing we are using programming language like Java, .NET, etc. Okay, and how we can store the data? RDBMS. What is RDBMS? Relational database management system, like MySQL, SQL, etc. Okay, so this is the data we can process in the after 1980s. After 1990s, the data is much more bigger. It is in the form of GBs. What is the full form of GB? It's a gigabytes. Okay, so how we can process? By using Oracle BI and MS BI. Okay, and how we can store the data? By using Netezza, by using Teradata, by using Vertica. These are the databases we can use for storage. But after 2000, the data is much more bigger. It is in the form of terabytes, okay, petabytes, yottabytes, etabytes, zettabytes. So day by day data is increasing. Day by day data is increasing. This is called it as a huge volume of data. This huge volume of data we call it as a big data. What is big data? Big data is not a technology. Big data is a problem statement. For every problem statement we have a solution. So here what is the solution? Hadoop. What is Hadoop? Technology. Okay, up to this, is it everyone? It is clear, guys? So what is data? So everyone, it is clear? Okay, cool. Next next I want to give the example for why RDBMS cannot handle big data and why only Hadoop will handle big data. So here, so here we need to we need to discuss about two things. First one is vertical scaling, and the second one is horizontal scaling. So how many of them knows what is vertical scaling and what is horizontal scaling? Anyone knows? Can anybody knows about what is horizontal scaling and what is vertical scaling? Yes or no? Manish M. Okay, I will give the example. Guys, meanwhile, can you please share your email address in the chat? Can you please share your email address in chat box? So first of all, I want to discuss about vertical scaling. First of all, I want to discuss about vertical scaling. 1 minute. So remaining folks, Manish and Rahul. Tulsi, are you there? So first of all, I want to discuss about vertical scaling. First of all, basically, what is scaling? Scaling, it is nothing but add or remove components. Add or remove components. Okay. So suppose, for example, this is vertical scaling. This is your system. In this system, what we have? CPU we have. In this CPU, we have, for example, this is a RAM. and this is a hard disk, and this is a I mean to say processor. Okay, at the time of you have purchased a computer or system, initially RAM is 4 GB and your hard disk is 500 GB and your processor is 5 gigahertz processor. Suppose for example, suppose for example, uh, suppose after a few months your data size is increased, you want to store from 500 GB to 2 terabytes. So at that time, what you need to do, you need to increase your RAM from 4 GB to 8 GB, and your hard disk from 500 GB to 2 terabytes, and your processor also you need to increase from 5 gigahertz to 7 gigahertz processor. This increasing we are call it as adding, that is call it as scaling, that is call it as scaling. Okay, so now, and after that few days your data got size is increased from 2 terabytes to 10 terabytes. Can you please tell me one thing? For one single system, we have a limitations. What was the limitations? Only up to this size only you can able to add. After that, you can't add. Am I right or not? So that's why we cannot use this. I mean to say this vertical scaling. We cannot use for big data. We cannot use for big data because we have some limitations are there. Am I right or not? Now, now I want to explain about horizontal scaling. In this horizontal scaling, suppose for example you want to process and store 4 terabytes of data. So initially I have a 4 systems. So CPU 1, CPU 2, CPU 3, and CPU 4. Okay, so this is CPU 1, CPU 2, CPU 3, CPU 4, meaning system 1, system 2, system 3, system 4. This system 1, system 2, system 3, system 4, we call it as in our real time scenario node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4. 4 nodes. So for by using 4 nodes, you can able to process and store 4 terabytes of data. But after that, after a few months, your data size got increased from 4 terabytes to 10 terabytes. Then what you need to do, you need to add 6 more systems, 6 more nodes. Okay, so 8 nodes, and this is 10 nodes. Okay, so all these nodes are connected to one single network that is called it as cluster. So this is interview question. The first question is, in your current project, how many number of nodes of cluster you are using? At that time, you need to tell two things. First of all, this is 10 node cluster. So currently we are using 10 node cluster. And then how much data size you are processing? That is 10 terabytes of data we have processed as of now. That is the second thing. Third one, daily you got the data, or weekly you got the data, or bi-weekly you got the data, or monthly you got the data. Okay, so these are the things you need to ask in your administrator. As a developer, you need to know all this information. Okay guys, so in this horizontal scaling, Hadoop follows horizontal scaling. So that's why I mean to say Hadoop can handle, Hadoop can store, Hadoop can process big data, big data. So now in our real-time scenario, as of now, this Facebook currently using a 30,000 node cluster. 30,000 node cluster. You can think 30,000 node cluster means how much data they are processing, how much data they are storing. Nowadays, not only Facebook, WhatsApp and Instagrams are also Facebook products only. So how many people are using WhatsApp, Facebook and Instagram? Everyone. Almost even your dad, mom and dad also using WhatsApp. Daily they are doing WhatsApp calls, WhatsApp video calls. They are also know what is Facebook, what is Instagram. Daily you are uploading lots of photos, videos, likes, messages, shares, comments, all these things, this data they can able to process. So that's why they are using that much nodes of cluster. Up to this point, everyone, is it clear? Vertical scaling and horizontal scaling. Everyone, any questions? Okay, cool. Okay, now, okay, next one is we are talking about data, right? All the this entire topic is related to data only. Suppose for example this is our world, this is 20%. This 20% of data, for example, this is MySQL, suppose RDBMS. By using RDBMS, what type of data we can process? Can you please tell me? By using RDBMS, how much, what type of data we can process? Structured data. Yes, good. By using RDBMS, we can process structured data. But by using Hadoop, we can process structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. So everyone knows about what is structured data. Structured data means tables. Okay, the data which can be in human readable format, that is called it as structured data. Now, what is the examples of semi-structured data? What are the examples of semi-structured data? Can anyone give the semi-structured data examples? Can anyone knows? Exactly. XML, log files, JSON, PARQ, log files, ORC, sequence. These are all related to semi-structured data. Can you please tell me what are the unstructured data? Unstructured data, it is nothing but images, videos, audios, right? Chat messages. Okay, chat messages. These are all unstructured data. After that, Spark will comes into the picture. Nowadays, everyone is using Spark. By using Spark, we can process tables, CSV, text files. This is related to structured format. We can process semi-structured. We can process unstructured. Not only this data, we can process streaming data. What is the meaning of streaming data? And can you give me the examples of streaming data? Can anyone will give the streaming data examples or any apps? Swiggy, Ola, Uber, and ESPN Cricinfo. Okay, by using Swiggy app, you have ordered a food item, right? That is the first point. Once your order got confirmed, the next step is food is being prepared. The third step is delivery agent is going to restaurant and pick up your order. And after that, once he pick up your order, in how many minutes he will reach to your place? All these things you can tracking by using Swiggy app. Am I right, guys? 1 minute. ఎవరు ఏంటి ఇక్కడ లేదురా, క్లాస్ చెప్తున్నారా నేను. ఇప్పుడు నష్టమేం లేదు, వెళ్ళి క్లాస్ చెప్తాను. తలుపేసారు నన్ను కంప్లీట్ గా, కంప్లీట్ గా తలుపేసాడు. Sorry guys. So streaming data, Swiggy, Ola, Uber, ESPN, Cricinfo, all are related to streaming data. So by using Spark, we can process this streaming data, and also you can process machine learning. Machine learning also you can process by using Spark. I will show you one image, guys. How to works Uber. How to work Uber. Okay. So Uber also one of the streaming app only, right? So okay, this one, guys. See, guys, how Uber works. If you can observe this diagram, in this diagram, Spark is available. See, Spark. Whenever Spark streaming is done, here we can use Kafka. So this is Uber. How Uber works. How Uber works. So this is related to Spark streaming data. Okay. So now these are the datas we can able to process by using Spark. Okay. So by using Hadoop, we can process. Hadoop is a batch processing. Batch wise only we can process, but Spark we can do batch processing as well as streaming processing also. Batch wise means suppose for example you want to process 2009 18 January 1st to 2020 December 31st. So how you can, that is 3 years data at a time you can't process. So what you need to do, batch wise we can process by using Hadoop. So in this batch wise processing, the first batch is 2018 January 1st to 2018 June 30th. So this is one batch. Okay. So likewise you need to create a or 2001st January to 2001st 2018 December 31st. So this is one batch for 3 years, three batches, or 3 years, six batches. This is the way you need to process by using Hadoop. Okay. So up to this, everyone is clear. Up to this point, is it clear, guys? Everyone? Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So next we can talk about this Hadoop. Next we can talk about Hadoop. In which year, anyone knows in which year Hadoop got introduced? In 2005 year, Hadoop got introduced in the market. Uh, no. 2005, Manish. 2005 only. Hadoop got introduced in the market. Okay. So initially, who is introduced? I mean to say, who is introduced this Hadoop? Duck cutting. Duck cutting is introduced to Hadoop in the year 2005. Here also we need to use processing and storage. For processing, we can use MapReduce. MapReduce, we need to develop MapReduce code by using Java. So here, what type of data we can process? Structured and semi-structured data. Okay. So how we can store the data? We can store the data by using HDFS. What is the full form of HDFS? Hadoop Distributed File System. Hadoop distributed file system. Okay. Now, guys, can you please tell me in these four members, how many of them knows Java? How many of them knows Java? Can you please tell me? Bhargav Vandana is knows Java. Concepts only. Okay, Rahul. Manisham, I know Java. Okay. What about Tulsi? I know. Okay. So suppose for example you guys are no, but you are currently not working on Java, right? But you don't know how to, you know Java, you know concepts of Java, but you don't know how to write a complex programs and everything. Am I right or not? Right? So so that's why out of 100 people or out of 1,000 people, only 15 to 20% of the people knows Java. The remaining people are doesn't know Java. So that's why in the 2008 year, Facebook is introduced Hive component. What is Hive component? Hive is one of the Hadoop ecosystem. By using Hadoop Hive, we can write MySQL queries to process the structured data and semi-structured data. So by using MapReduce, what type of data we can process? The same data we can process by using Hive also. Okay. So here with the reference of MapReduce. This is works with the reference of MapReduce. In the 2008 year, Yahoo is introduced Pig. By using Pig, you can process structured and unstructured data. Structured and unstructured data. Pig is a data flow language. So MapReduce, HDFS, Hive, Pig, all are Hadoop components, Hadoop ecosystems. Okay. In the 2008 year, Cloudera distribution also introduced in the market. What is Cloudera distribution? Anyone knows about what is distribution? Anyone knows about what is distribution? So distribution, it is nothing but, I will give one example, guys. I will give an example. Open source is modified and Linux. Yes, yes, Manish. It's sometimes it's not a open source. It's a modified and also, yeah, it's also licensed. Exactly. Suppose, for example, before Microsoft Windows comes into the picture, if you want to install Excel sheets, if you want to install Word, all are you can install manually, right? But once Microsoft Windows will comes into the picture, what you need to do, just you can buy Windows, okay, then you can get all MS Word, MX Excel, all are available in one single place. But just you can buy Microsoft Windows. Am I right or not? Yes or no? The same way in the Cloudera distribution, you need to buy a Cloudera cluster. What is cluster? Already we have discussed. All nodes are connected to one single network. That is call it as a cluster. That is call it as cluster. Okay. So this cluster, if you suppose for example for your project you need a 10 node cluster. So for that 10 node cluster, boss, can you please pay $30,000? Cloudera people will give. I mean to say, can you please charge $30,000 to my company so that I will provide 10 nodes cluster and as well as Hadoop environment also. So you no need to install anything manually. See, this is my Cloudera. This is my Cloudera. See, this is my single node cluster. Single node cluster we can install manually, and also you can install, download and install, and you can configure it. Only single node cluster, this is for free. But if you want more than one cluster, you should pay, and you can pay amount to Cloudera distribution, and they will provide a Cloudera distribution. And here you can able to write MySQL queries and scoop commands and Hive. All are Spark. Everything you should write it here. Okay. So up to this point, is it clear, everyone? Okay, cool. So basically, Hadoop follows which architecture? Master slave architecture. Basically, Hadoop follows master slave architecture. Okay, suppose Java follows a client server architecture. What is client server architecture? Request and response. Am I right or not? Client server architecture, it's a request and response. The same way here also, master and slave machines, master slave architecture, master machine. So we have a, for processing we have a master, one master and one slave. For for storage, one master and one slave. These things we need to discuss once Hadoop architecture in our regular classes, once Hadoop architecture will start. And also next one, basically Hadoop depends on four V's. Hadoop will depends on four V's. Anyone knows about these four V's? Anyone? I think Manish. I think Manish knows what these four V's. Am I right, Manish? Velocity. Yes. Okay. Remaining folks also. Anyone? Remaining folks also. Yeah. First one is volume. Second one is velocity. Third one is variety. And fourth one is veracity. Anyone knows about what is volume? What is volume? Volume, it is nothing but the size of the data. Exactly, Rahul. Volume, it is nothing but the size of the data. Suppose, for example, you guys are working in TCS company, your client is Amazon. Suppose Amazon, it is available in market from last 15 to 20 years. Suppose if you want to process Amazon data directly, they don't want to give all 15 years data at a time. So how many years of data? First, initially they will provide 2 years of data. Their 2 years of data, it is equal to, suppose for example, 2 terabytes. This is size of the data. This is called it as volume of the data. This 2 terabytes of data, it is equal to 2 months or 2 years. This is a velocity of data. Sorry, this is velocity of data. What is variety? Variety, it is nothing but you can ask, suppose for example, yeah, growth rate of data. Exactly. Suppose for example, variety, it is nothing but different kinds of data: structured format, unstructured format, or semi structured format. These questions you can ask in our requirement gathering steps. Okay. Once all are completed, suppose the final stage is veracity. Suppose your project is finalized. Suppose for example, client provide 10 source tables. Out of 10 source tables, one table is employee. In this employee table, ID, name, salary fields are there. In these fields, what is name? Name should be Bhargav, Manish, Rahul, Tulasi, Surya, Pavan, like that. But you can identify, suppose for example, the name should be like this. The name should not be like this. So this is called it as a uncertainty of data. So immediately what you need to do, immediately you can inform the same thing to your team lead. Yes or no? So that's why they so immediately team lead will send an email to your client: boss, we have observed this type of data, what we need to do? Very simple, guys. This is a error records. Please process this error records and place it into, can you please filter this records and you can place it into one error table. Okay. This is called it as uncertainty of data. This data you need to handle it. Okay. Now coming to Spark data quality. Exactly. So now coming to Spark. So why we are using Spark? If MapReduce is there, if Hadoop components are there, because of Hadoop we can store the data on top of hard disk. It is using hard disk memory, but Spark is a in-memory computation. Suppose, for example, if you want to write a word count example, word count program on top of MapReduce by using MapReduce, it's almost 91 lines you need to write. But when the same program, if you can write on top of Spark, it's only one single line. And also processing also very fast. Processing also very fast by using Spark. Okay. So up to this point, any questions, guys? Up to this point, any questions? Can you please respond if you have any questions? Rahul, no. Bhargav, Manish, and Tulasi. Tulasi, no. Bhargav and Manish. You guys are there? Bhargav and Manish. Okay. Okay, guys. So uh, now I want to give the details of course content. So two parts. First one is Hadoop training. In this Hadoop training, I can give Linux commands, HDFS commands, Hadoop architecture, 1.x and 2.x, Scoop architecture and hands-on, Scoop, Hive, HBase, Pig, MapReduce program, and Oozie. This is Hadoop related training and Spark training. So in this Spark, first of all, Scala, Spark Core, Spark SQL, Spark Streaming, and Kafka. So here in Spark Core, we need to discuss about RDDs, transformations, and actions. Okay. In Spark SQL, we need to discuss about data frames and data sets. And streaming, it is nothing but live data and Kafka. Kafka also is I want to explain, and Flume also. And training is completed. I will share sample resumes, interview question resume also. What is Cassandra and MongoDB? These are all Cassandra and MongoDB are NoSQL databases. These are all NoSQL databases. Are we covering? Yeah, I can give the basic in Cassandra and MongoDB if you want. I can give the basic. I mean to say how we can connect and all this. Yeah, what is Flume for? So why we are using Flume is so Scoop we can import the data from target RDBMS to HDFS. That is for that is a historical data. It's not a streaming data. The same thing by using Flume also we can connect to the streaming data. If you can connect to anywhere and you can import the data from one place to another place, but here you need to process a streaming data. It's very Spark versus Flume. Spark is not a Spark. It is not related to streaming data, but Flume it is related to streaming data. By using Spark and Flume, we can do the same operation. We can import the data from one place to another place. Is it clear, Bhargav? What will be our data set size? Our See, in our example, I mean to say, in this entire training, maximum I will process the data. It should be 1 GB or 2 GB, like that. Okay, not more than that much data. I don't have. Okay, I don't have large data sets. If you want large data sets, we need to download from Google. Okay, we need to download from Google data.com. We have one site is there, that is data.com. In that data.com, see, in this data.com, we have a lot of data. So data sets, how to, suppose for example, if you want health domain related data, if you want, you can download. Is it mandatory to learn Scala to learn Spark? Can't we do with Java? Bargo, you can develop a Spark code by using four languages. First one is Scala, initially Scala, because Spark initially developed by using Scala. The second one is Java. The third one is Python, and the fourth one is R. Anything you can learn, either these four languages, anything you can learn, and you can write your Spark code 100%. Suppose, but in this training session, I will provide only Scala part, not Java, not Python, and not R language. Clear, Bargo? Uh, okay. So, do we cover functional programming in Scala? Not functional programming means, see, guys, in Scala, I think you guys are having some idea. So, what is OOPS versus functional programming? The basic difference, and what are the variables, val and var, and how to write a for loop, while loop, and a do while loop, if condition, if else if, these things. And once these are completed, how to we can work on collections part, arrays and sets, list, and all these things. Once these are completed, we can learn about functions. What are all functions? Suppose in our Scala we have a anonymous function, higher order function. Okay, we have a currying functions. We have some functions are there. How to write a this functions? Okay, how to develop this functions data? Okay, so these things, and also once these are completed, we can write traits. Suppose in Java we have a suppose inheritance concept is there, interface concept also there. So we have suppose every parent class, we have child class is there, but in traits, not multiple traits, we can how we can develop. I can give this. Any project, yes, 100% project explanation also there, Manish. Means software. If yes, the system is required. See, no system is required, Rahul. First of all, basically, so two things. We have a two ways are there. First one is if your system contains, for example, 10 GB RAM or 12 GB RAM. So you can install Cloudera in your system, and you can install it and configure it. Suppose if your RAM is available, if your RAM is practice, you can easily practice. Now am I Am I audible? Guys, am I audible? After this course, how many years of experience we can put in Hadoop and yeah, Cloudera is a open source, but only you can install only single node cluster, not more than single cluster. Bhargav, Manish, voice is breaking. Bhargav, yes. Rahul Kulkarni, yes. Okay. So if you have, suppose for example, how many years of experience you need to put, right? That is your question. For example, if you have a 5 years experience, out of 5 years experience, you can put 2 to 2.5 years experience, not more than that. Not more than that. 2.5 years to maximum 2.5 years you can put, and you can no one will ask, no one will ask. Suppose for example, max you can put 3 years. Okay, so in out of 5 years you can put 3 years and 2 years into previous technology, and you can prepare your resume, and you can I mean to say you can attend interviews. Any and Tulsi, your question is clarified. Functional programming language, Tulsi, your question is right. Your doubt is clarified. Cool, cool, cool. Guys, this is a 2 months course. This is 2 months course totally. Okay, we will cover all types of data processing, at least 2 examples for file type. Exactly. See, by using Spark, I will give, and hello all. Am I audible, guys? Okay, okay. One minute. 1 minute. Okay, okay, okay. I have network connectivity problem. I can see you tomorrow 8 p.m. sir. Bhargav, Vandana. We will cover all types of data. Guys, 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, okay. Guys, after this class, you will get one email from my side. One email from my side. Can you please respond? Can you please respond? Okay. So which timings you are feasible? Basically 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Everyone, can you please Rahul Kulkarni? Yes, 9 p.m. only. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, remaining folks, Manish, Manish also 8 9 p.m. is fine for Bhargav. Okay, guys, I want to tell you one thing. Already 9 p.m. batch is started. Only 8 classes are completed. 8 classes are completed. I will give you backup. I will give you backup classes, no problem. I will give the backup classes within 2 to 3 days. I will complete the backup classes, and then all people I can uh, include into all. Suppose for example, you 4 members. So in that batch, currently 2 people are there. All 6 people are in one single batch. Okay, is it fine for you guys? Is it fine for you, everyone? Can you please respond? Manisham, yes, fine. Tulsi Noka, yes. Okay. Remaining 2 guys, Bhargav and Rahul. First, we need to cover the previous classes. Yeah, sure, Rahul, sure. Bhargav, what about you? Rahul, then we can join. Yeah, sure, definitely. I will cover you. So, guys, uh, not simultaneously. All are once it is completed only, then I will so I will take the classes. I will take classes. No problem, no issues, guys. After this class, can you please check your emails? Can you please check your email once and please respond? And please respond to that email. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah. Good night, guys. Yeah, bye. Softwares are the for the period. Softwares are for the period. Softwares are for the period of classes only. No. You can use your no that whatever the software I will provide, that you can use your lifetime. Okay, no problem. Okay, yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. Bye. I will provide another cluster. I will provide another. See, Cloudera also you can install one node cluster. You can install. Otherwise, I will provide one cluster. CloudX Lab cluster I have. So that CloudX Lab cluster I will provide you. Okay, no issues. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Okay. Please respond to my email. Yeah. Thank you.